Hello and welcome in, people, for finally a different stream other than just the weekly pre-trial one that I'm doing every week. Just a sec. There we go. Yeah, it's very, very rare for me to find time during the week for me to do like other streams. Let's wake up my kind of. Oh God, I forgot I was wearing that. I forgot I picked up that stupid straw hat. She's otherwise kind of a super cool, adorable, like goth chick. If I could just there. I like her design. But God, I picked up that dumb straw hat. Otherwise, I can I move this, please? Yes, good. I can move it. Awesome. Cool. Let's put you down here, and I'll lock you in place. There we go. Okay, so not everything looks exactly as it normally does in V-Rising with all of this stuff. Let me actually get rid of most of that. There's mods on this server. This is a public server that I'm playing on, a modded public server that I'm playing on. And it's a lot of fun. And one of the big things it has is Bloodstone, Bloodcraft, I think, which is what's adding this. Well, not this stuff. This stuff's added by another mod, which creates like a UI element for Bloodcraft. Bloodcraft adds the features, though, like the class that I chose to be a Blood Knight, which is basically someone who focuses on blood magic, health, physical damage, beefy blood mage fighter type. And then that's the second one is my blood type. That's my weapon type. And then down here is information on a familiar that I don't have summoned, but I can bind my last one to summon him. And boom, Rufus the Foreman. Whoops, I forgot that was there. There we go. That'll work for now. Yes, you can in fact have V-Blood familiars. You gather familiars by killing enemies. That's how you do it. You kill enemies and there's an RNG chance that you'll pick them up. The RNG chance is lower when it's a V-Blood, much lower. It's like 1%, 2%, 3%, something like that. So I got very lucky because like the very first or second time I think I took Rufus down, I got his V-Blood. And more than that, interestingly enough, you can have Pokemon style, you can have shinies, uh, which I got. Not only did I get Rufus, I got a shiny version of Rufus. Not only did I get a shiny version of Rufus, but each shiny has an element that they focus on, the same way that your character has different types of magic in the game. Each shiny can be any one of these, like, 6 elements, basically, and they have special abilities based on which one they are. Not only did I get Rufus, not only did I get a shiny Rufus, I got a blood shiny Rufus, which is good considering this is my blood only playthrough, which is very kind of dumb of me to do because not only am I playing on brutal, which I've never beaten the game on before, and the game gives me trouble even on normal playthrough, let alone brutal, but I'm limiting myself to one school of magic only, and it's the blood school. That's the other reason I picked Blood Knight. It's going to be basically all about like healing myself, having a lot of health, doing a lot of physical damage, that sort of stuff, because that's kind of what the blood school of magic is about anyway. And then yeah, so the odds that I would not only get him, the odds that I would get him are like 1 or 2%. The odds that he would be shiny, even smaller than that. The odds that he would be the right school of magic, 1 in 6. Like, somehow I got it. Anyway, so I have him. He's basically what that means is he'll fight like normal, but occasionally he'll apply leech to enemies. Like each school of magic has its special effect, right? Like leech, ignite, condemn, weaken. The special thing that your magic can apply to enemies when you hit them with spells from that school, right? And so what him being a blood version of himself means is that occasionally his attacks will apply leech to enemies. But I tend to turn most of these UI elements off. Along with way down at the bottom, there's like a weekly and a daily. You know what? I could just boop. Way down at the bottom, you have like weekly and daily quests and stuff like that. And it's cool to have those, and I like to do those when I can. But I really do need to bring this up further. But right now, I can't complete either of those. I just can't. So I'll go ahead and turn them off for now. They want both the daily and the weekly quest want things from me that I can't even make right now. Also, is this person back from their mission yet? I don't know. Let me check my chest. I mean, there's some stuff in there, but I don't think they brought that back. I think I was the one who got that. They can't even bring that kind of stuff back. Anyway, also I have my castle. I'm still pretty much in the early game of V Rising right now. I haven't gotten too far. I've mostly just been clearing out the first area. Like I said, it's brutal difficulty, so I've been having to sort of like... And I've been playing solo. There are other people on the server, and I'll run into them sometimes and even hunt with them sometimes. Oh, he is back. But primarily I've been running around solo. Odd. He doesn't have anything in his inventory. The only thing in the spoils chest, which that's another thing I've been working on. There's this logistics thing in the mod pack that sort of lets you like tag chests and auto stash and stuff like that. And okay, so those are new things. One new thing at least. The hearth wall panels I already have. Okay. Like, here's the Devourer, but I also have a salvage chest next to it, and if I chuck something in the salvage chest, it automatically gets sent to the Devourer. The Devourer devours it, and the Devourer will automatically send anything it gets from eating it if I have it in the right place. No, that should have gone. Huh. I wonder why that didn't go. Oh, it did go. Just took an extra second. Okay. Let me go ahead and drop some... This is supposed to be a plants chest, but I'm tossing other things in it. Okay. Unfortunately, I know I just started, but suddenly I need to go use the restroom pretty badly. So, unfortunately, even though we just started, I'm going to be hopping off for 5 or 10. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, that one took even longer than I thought it would. Honestly. I had to go to the bathroom and then followed up immediately by a text that someone needed some help with something. And I had to go deal with that as well. So that one took a lot longer than I thought it'd be. I love that, by the way. The idea that, oh, I feel good. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and start my stream. I feel good. I don't need to go to the restroom. Start up my stream. I feel good. Don't need to go to the restroom. Starting screen is running. I feel good. Don't need to go to the restroom. Tab over to gameplay. Hey, guess what? You need to go to the bathroom right now. Like, what is wrong with me? The idea that I could be like, I feel good. I didn't know. I don't need to go to the bathroom at all. I'm perfectly fine. And then immediately as I get to the gameplay, it's like, go now, or go in your seat. Right this second. Oh, I hate that, man. All right. I don't know what this dude has even done. I can only assume when he came back, the mod had him drop his stuff in the spoils chest, and then somehow, in a way that I didn't realize the mod does this, it took all of the items that were in the spoils chest that were already somewhere else in my base and just offloaded them to those locations, which is probably why the only things that were in the spoils chest were like books that I didn't have duplicates of anywhere, right? Like the way that the Devourer does. When I throw something in the salvage chest, it basically queues it up to automatically get tossed into the Devourer when there's room, and the Devourer automatically offloads its product, what it creates, from that item into any place in your base where you already have that item, right? So I can only imagine the spoils from my servant also did the same thing, because he's back and there was stuff in the chest, but it was just books that I didn't have anywhere else. So I assume that was just they didn't have anywhere to put those. Anyway, in the meantime, let's see. Where's he supposed to go? Yeah, he usually goes there, right? Paper, thread. Sawdust, wood, don't care. Morning lilies and grave dust are pretty good, but he's got none of the features for that one. Those clarion clay. Copper. Copper could be good, but I can go get copper on my own easily. Coarse thread. Whetstones. Now, whetstones are kind of interesting. I think I can make whetstones now, though. I think I did take that boss down recently. I'll go ahead and send him after some whetstones, though. He doesn't have any of the features that he needs for this place, but... Okay, 6.5 hours. I'll just send him all day so he can get as much as possible. It's not like I need him here with me for anything, so I'll just send him to go all day. Rufus is just stuck in the side, unable to, like, move around because I'm in his way. So I'm using the same little trick that we started doing last time we were playing V-Rising with Baron and the others, like using the floating candles to sort of emphasize the lighting in places and all that. But my base isn't very much right now. My base is still pretty small. I don't even have alchemy flooring. I do have my base separated out a bit so far, but like there's not a whole lot going on with it at the moment. And I'm certainly going to move it again, right? Like this is not the final location of my base. This place is still early on in like the very first zone. But, oh yeah, let's see. Who have I taken down so far? Okay, yeah, I did take down the armor. I'm up to the friggin' rat, but I don't care that much. So that's where I got the alchemy stuff. This is where I got the leather working and the bow. Yeah, so I can make whetstones. All right. Good, just making sure. So that's about where I am so far in my progression, right? And the gear level, it's kind of hilarious because the gear level isn't gear level at all. Your gear is still labeled as having levels, but it doesn't give you levels at all. The Bloodstone or whatever it's called mod that we're using adds like RPG progression, which means literally going out and fighting gets you XP and you level up through that, which is how I'm like level 41, even though my gear wouldn't be, I don't think my gear would be level 41 right now, but I'm level 41 just because I've been out and been fighting and stuff like that. But yeah, it's still pretty basic base in a lot of ways. I have a little garden out here so that I can get a bunch of resources. And then see if I go in here, and if I double tap R, which is the sort button, it auto stashes the items. Any place that I already have those items, they just automatically stash to that place again. Right. So it has like quick sorting across your entire base and pulling for when you're crafting and stuff like that built into it, which is nice, very nice, honestly. I think it may have a distance limit though. Well, that went. I think it might have a distance limit because I have noticed in a couple of situations where like between here and my alchemy room over there, sometimes it doesn't feel like my stuff stashes properly or gets pulled properly when I'm crafting. So it may have like a maximum range rather than just anything that's in your zone, in your territory. It may have a maximum range as well that I didn't know about. Oh yeah, so far I've been going for a Grim Ranger and Marauder split, pretty much, on my gear. I don't have the Marauder top yet, but I will when I get there. People who played the game may know, having two pieces of a set will give you a unique effect. Like here, 2 increase weapon skill power by 5%. Having a full set, all 4 pieces be of the same set, like increases the gear level by 1, I don't care. My level isn't determined by gear level, so even more so than in our previous playthrough where I tended to use a split set most of the way until like the end of the game. Like the very last gear set in the game, I think gives you a much better bonus if you have a full 4-piece set. And so it really is important to sort of like specialize with the end game gear. But most of the sets throughout the way, like having a full 4 set will just increase your gear level by 1, which in a previous playthrough I found wholly uninteresting. And especially in this playthrough where my level is determined by RPG experience rather than actual gear, is completely worthless. So I am split setting my character. Whoop, which in this case is Grim Ranger, which is physical power and weapon skill power, and Marauder, which is weapon attack speed and life and primary attack leech. So it's sort of like 2 pieces of a tank set and 2 pieces of like a physical DPS set. So I'm really going like playing into that Blood Knight class that I picked, where it's like some blood magic, but primarily kind of like a tank and physical attacker. I'll go ahead and hit these guys up. Also, it pays to feed as much as I can. One other thing that levels up in this mod is like your blood types, right? And feeding on enemies helps boost the XP you're getting for like your blood types. Like the rogue and creature and warrior, those blood types can level up, and feeding either fully to completion or just biting the enemy will actually give you XP towards those. So it's absolutely worth it to feed as much as you can. Oh, I forgot I had 100% blood. Too bad it's not going to last, though. Like, I have no way to refill that blood pool. So I'm going to have to get rid of this blood type pretty soon, honestly. A new decoration. Just walked in. See, you don't always want to just sit around waiting to feed because of the fact that there's a like cooldown on your feeding, right? So, but if you can feed within like a couple of seconds or whatever, like I don't even want to wait for the cooldown on this guy, so I'm just gonna finish him. But yeah, if you can wait for the cooldown to feed again, it's worth it because it'll be giving you XP to your blood type. Ooh, more copper. Break open Quincy's door. Nope, I can't break open Quincy's door. I have not hunted the bear. Oh, technically, I guess I could make explosives. There's no real good way to get out there for that. Is this deep enough? Yes, it is. Good. That's a deep enough shadow that I can use it. I don't know why Rufus is so, like, pushing into my character all the time here. He isn't normally like that, but for some reason he's sort of aggressively trying to, like, get inside my character's hitbox now. I don't know why. %, don't really care. I don't really super need copper at the moment, but I was running a little low on it recently, so I'm just grabbing as much of it as I can as I'm going along. Should I do a hunt tonight? I mean, it won't be nibbles. Fishing, I don't care too much about fishing yet. I had a daily quest that was fishing previously, but that one's over now. Hunting the bear could be interesting. But that's pretty close to my level. Like, this is brutal difficulty. That's pretty close to my character's level for me to be trying to go off and hunt alone. Only looked at... What was that? As the quest mod only looked at the mob name instead of requiring specific type. I have not had the quest mod give me, like, you need to hunt this person yet. Oh, one shot. So I am also starting to sort of move into the next zone, like I think the Dunley farmlands? Yeah, the Dunley farmlands. because that's about where the enemies that are the right level for me to be killing to actually gain decent experience are right now. Right, these guys are a little more like near, actually kind of above my level. I should probably actually take this guy's blood. I'm losing my 100%, which kind of sucks, but my 100% is almost burned out now, so it doesn't really matter that much. Eat that animal. Yeah, go play with Rufus for a while until you're ready to get eaten. See? Warrior Legacy improved. Like, my Blood Legacy or whatever, I think is what that feature is called. So, Legacy improved. It's not a big deal. As you level up, I think some of the abilities become more powerful. I don't think there's much. It might only be, like, if it's at 100, you get a bonus to it, but, like, nothing in between. Because some of the things are like that. Like, some of the professions, like cutting wood and harvesting plants and things like that, are kind of like that, where it's like there isn't really a great in-between bonus. It's just like, if it's 0, you get nothing. If it's 100, you get something, and there's nothing in between the two. Kind of thing. It's like, not as interesting that way. Amber, welcome in, Raiders. Hello, everybody.
Spoiler? Is you, baby.
Hi, Amber. Welcome in, Raiders. Hello, everyone. I am playing modded V-Rising on a server at the moment. Let's do... boom. I think it's like that. There we go. And then the other one is... Oh, yeah. Shout out. Give you the actual Twitch shout out as well. But welcome in, y'all. What was Final Fantasy 14 Online is what you were playing. So what were you up to today, Amber? Oh. Oh, Occult Crescent. Yeah, everyone's up to Occult Crescent today. Everyone's been up to Occult Crescent lately. All my friends have been doing tons of it. That, and they've been doing relic grinding. I've been hearing from them about, like, the demi-atma for the relics and how it's just friggin' terrible. Like, most of my friends are like, I wish it was just Manderville relics again, because this sucks. Yeah, I haven't been doing that because my subscription is lapsed at the moment, but, like, yeah, a lot of my friends have been playing the new stuff. Another assassin. I took that guy out so quick. But yes, I have, since the Oakvale update released, I decided to go ahead and play some V-Rising again. This time around, I was just chilling, so it was... yeah. Luckily, if you're not pushing yourself too hard, it can be nice and fun. Yeah, I decided to play V-Rising again, but I decided to play it on brutal difficulty, which is the hard difficulty, which sort of is crazy because I'm not very good at this game on normal difficulty, but we'll see. And I decided to play on a public server only to find out that there was a lightly sort of lately. Modded public server. And so I'm playing on that one. So it adds like RPG progression, like leveling, picking a class, leveling up professions, being able to capture little Pokemon to fight alongside you by fighting enemies, stuff like that. And yeah, actually that's pretty much everything that's on there. Is just that, and then stuff like functional stuff that helps you sort of sort and reroute your inventories in your castle and stuff like that. A Farbane V-Boss run. Okay, now that's interesting. Huh. Meet at Bear. I mean, if there's people going for the bear, then I'm going to go meet them there too. Even if I'm not going to join them on the whole Farbane run, if there's people at going for the bear, I'm going as well. Because I'd like to get the bear. Have a good stream off to bed. Night, night, Amber. Hope you had a good stream. Hope you have a good night. Thank you for the raid.
An intruder, huh? Guess I have to handle this myself.
These guys are fairly low level, so it doesn't matter too much. I can just run past most of these. I don't think I can clear that gap, even though I could totally clear that gap. There we go. Just mark it so I can head that way myself. 90, what, 90s, whatever. It looks like some strong player is planning to help some, yeah, some very strong player is planning to help some low levels clear some stuff up. But hey, if there's a chance anyone's going to show up at the bear tonight, I'll hang out and wait a little while. Because if I could grab the bear, that'd be fun. I mean, I don't mind if he wants to stand around one-shotting something for me. It's a little cheap, sure, letting someone like one-shot an enemy for you, but I'm not that precious about it. Jeez. Yeah, this dude's pretty strong. Yeah, this guy is pretty strong. He was definitely just destroying everything, that's for sure. Oh well.
I feel stronger.
I don't mind that much. I know that was a very cheap takedown of that enemy, but that enemy doesn't give a whole lot and is always a pain in the butt anyway, so I figured what the hell. If he's offering...
Get back! You'll ruin it!
Nicholas the Fallen. Oh boy. Oh, is he going to the fishing lake? Because if he's going to take down the fisherman, I'll do that too. Like, it's a very cheap way to clear out some V-Bloods, but you know what? They're not the most interesting V-Bloods anyway. I remember some of these being really annoying even on, no bat? What? I have no idea what he's talking about there. Like, especially, like, the bear and the fisherman are strangely annoying. For how early on in the game they are, the bear and the fisherman are really annoying bosses to take down. Like, crazy annoying. Especially the fisherman. Like, the fisherman should not be nearly as tough a boss for where he is in the game as he is. But he's just, like, infinitely summoning ads constantly and stuff. $30. How does he know it'll only be 30 seconds? Oh, yeah, wait, he's actually tracking the guy, isn't he? Yeah, if you're tracking, the return is listed at how long it'll take.
An interrupt.
He's also using a newer weapon. Like, the person that's helping me here is also using an interesting, like, one of the newer weapons that's been added since the last time I played, which is, like, these daggers. I've never used them before, so I don't really know how they work exactly, but he's using, like, these dual daggers.
Taste of knowledge.
Yay! I can make fishing rods now. That was super important. Anyway, I'm unlocking these things. I'm just not using them is all. Like, I am still unlocking spells from the other schools. I'm just only using the blood spells.
Oh, I've never seen that.
Because there's no real reason not to unlock the spells from the other schools. There's no real reason to unlock them. There's no real reason not to either. As long as I don't equip them at any point. A 98 brute gonna take him home. It is always fun when you find a nice, like, high percentage person.
Another assassin. Make it interesting this time.
Oh, is someone already fighting her?
I'll try to preserve the good traits. An intruder.
Freeze! Miscalculated.
No? It didn't look like... Oh, it must have been one of the animals from one of the cages was fighting her.
New knowledge acquired.
Killed the jail guy already? No. Then take him to... Oh, yeah, they're talking about, like... They're talking about people that they're hunting down there. Forgotten Temple. That's interesting. I don't know that I've done Forgotten Temple, and that might also be where Nicholas the Fallen is. Yeah, I could definitely use Nicholas. Like, I should probably come back and hunt these ones myself at some point just to prove it's possible, but realistically, by the time I'm going to bother coming back to hunt any of them, I'm going to be so overpowered as to be kind of like this guy already is, where I'm just almost one-shotting them all. Because one thing I'm not worried about is, like, being precious about, like, oh no, I need to earn this kill kind of thing. Eventually, I could just over-level everything on the server and destroy everything except maybe Dracula, who'd still be a pain in the ass, but, like, most other things would not. Well, maybe Simon would, too. Simon and Dracula may be the only things that would still be a pain if I maxed my level out. So, having someone sort of rush me through some of these earlier bosses that I haven't had a chance to clear up yet is kind of nice, because they can still be annoying. They can still be really annoying. Even when you're, like, over-leveled for them, if you try and take them down solo, it can be pretty annoying. Of course, especially in Brutal, a lot of the bosses have group mechanics, where it's like, oh, you brought more than one vampire to hunt me? Fine, then I'm going to summon an extra set of ads for every vampire that's here, kind of thing, you know what I mean?
Not interrupt my work.
Where, like, if you bring more allies to fight them, they summon more ads type of stuff.
A new variable. You couldn't possibly.
Taking down Nicholas would be useful. I don't remember why. There was something specific Nicholas had that I was interested in, but I can't remember. Oh yeah, the treasure floor. Yes, the next quest that I have is to get treasure flooring, which is interesting because treasure flooring seems like you're supposed to pretty much put all of your chests there, sort of thing. Like all of your chests in the treasure room, because treasure flooring specifically allows those chests to provide items for like crafting and building. Like it used to be that you could kind of do that to a degree. They sort of added it into the game later and it wasn't quite as good and all that sort of stuff, but like now you have to put your chests on treasure flooring, and that will allow them to provide items for crafting or building from like range, so you don't have to go and actually gather the items out of the chest first. And so the treasure flooring is actually like really interesting to me. It's hard to tell, like, what's what. With this high-level character here, it's difficult to tell what's what, because he's got a weapon that sort of throws blades all over the battlefield like crazy, and so it's tough to tell what's an enemy attack and what's just his weapons. Also, it looks like there's someone else here, too. I saw someone else speaking in local chat, not global chat, just a second ago. Which means they must be pretty close to us.
You couldn't possibly be.
I can go ahead and take those home. Oh, Blood Moon. I mean, this would be great if I was hunting alone. When I'm hunting with a level 90 something, like... It doesn't matter if it's a blood moon or not. Okay. So yes, Nicholas gives me the paper press. That'll be useful. And treasury flooring. That'll be useful. And then, spellbook. I also picked up one of these ultimates that I can't use. Oh, I can't take that off. Okay, just don't hit my ultimate button. Just do not hit my ult button, no matter what. That's what I have to do now. So they're heading up there. Honestly, I don't even need this guy, so we could go. I still need Pelora, Quincy, and Nibbles. That's it. Yeah, I'm down to just the last few of Act 1. Oh, this is Quincy? Oh, I thought this was Grayson. I thought this one was Grayson for a second. He's right, actually. This is a different layout. Yeah, because that's the gate that you have to break down with either bear form or explosives. Yeah, this is Quincy. Oops. I sort of assumed we were headed to Grayson as we were clearing out sort of low early game bosses. Right? I thought this one was Grayson, but no, yeah, if this is Quincy, I do need this. This is Quincy. Can't use it. Oh, the smithy and the tailoring bench. Yes, very good. And iron and new gear. Oh my god. That's a lot of stuff. That's gonna really just sort of open up the whole of Act 1. At that point, honestly, it might be worth me moving my base. Once I clear out Quincy, it might actually be worth me moving my base into the Dunley farmlands somewhere. Maybe into one of these. I don't actually need to be near a Vampire Waygate anymore. I kept acting like, oh, put my base near a Vampire Waygate, but actually I can make my own Waygate now, so I don't need to be near one. Alright, 45 seconds before he shows up, and about 30 seconds after that before Sir Bongsalot destroys him completely. It's so funny that I, like, picked up the bear form. Like, bear form's somewhat interesting, but I don't think I've ever bothered to fight in bear form before. You can. I don't think it's really worth it. I don't think bear form's really all that much stronger than you are normally.
Another notch on my belt has arrived.
Ow. Yeah, bear form's too freaking slow, man.
Rise to the challenge. Show me what you got. A rousing battle.
Jerk. Oh, let's avoid that, please.
No. Go ahead. It's what I would do.
The fact that I've got the, like, Act 1 boss down way too easily because a stronger person just sort of did it for me. Music
Yet
box, huh?
another accomplishment.
Oh, my wanted level's going up a lot by doing this, though. Okay, I have lots of stuff to look at when I get back to base. I probably shouldn't even... it doesn't really matter if I buy it or not. I've already got an ultimate in the way. I'm going south and we put on... Yep. Oh, yeah, we're going after Pelora. I know exactly where we need to go. He's trying to tell me where we need to go, but actually I know where to go to do Pelora. I've actually was already in Pelora's meadow earlier, just stealing some plants out from under her nose. Right? So, like, I already know where to go. And plus, I've already completely finished the game before the Oakvale update, so I don't know any of that stuff. But I already finished the game on normal, so I know where a lot of the, like, bosses and things like that are.
You walk with death, but are not properly introduced. Allow me. Spirits, here. So familiar.
This is so cheesy. Just having someone, like, wipe out Act 1 for me.
I feel stronger.
Awesome. Oh, I can expand my garden now. That's always nice. Again, it's a bunch of abilities that I don't really plan on using, but whatever. I want to use all these new features that I've unlocked. Like, it's cool. He's like, hey, want me to clear Act 2 for you? It's like, no, 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 thanks. I'm good. This is already pretty fucking cheesy. But, he's just gonna take off as a bat. Yeah, having like an end game person who's prestiged a couple of times, like cleared out all the bosses for me. Yeah, it might be worth relocating, honestly. Before I get too crazy about all this extra stuff, it might be worth relocating. It's an interesting thought. Let's see if I can learn any of these. Yep, I did actually unlock something there. Okay, that book is worthless, along with all these extra tools. Some morning lily seeds are nice, but I'll go ahead and plant them, just stick them in there for now. Yeah, you know what? I think it's time to relocate. I've unlocked a couple of new types of flooring. I've unlocked a couple of new functionalities. I don't quite have everything. I have unlocked the paper press, though. Let's see, what should I do here? Consumables. Let's keep going with structures. Paintings. Don't care. I was hoping to unlock more of the unique floorings. But that's okay. Alright, relocation time. Time to search for a new home in the Dunley farmlands. Closer to enemies that are about the right level for me. Most of this UI stuff is a separate mod, a client-side mod that's adding UI elements to the Bloodstone mod itself. Because otherwise, you have to do everything with chat commands. And that I was doing that for a while, but that's honestly kind of annoying, doing everything with chat commands. Having to constantly type out little local chat commands and say stuff out loud to handle the mod was a little annoying. So I just went ahead and I downloaded the client-side like UI one. Oh, iron. I just unlocked like iron smelting and iron level gear, so I'm gonna want a bunch of this. Anyone down to kill Quincy? Already done.
Another assassin.
Alright. So, I mean, this is close to a teleporter, but again, I don't need that. What would be a decent Dunley Farmlands location? Let me look around a bit. So that's the Haunted Iron Mine. That's usually good to make one near. I think me and my friends would usually make our bases... Was it here? Or here? My guess is both of these locations will already be taken. I suspect they will already be inhabited by someone, because those are, like, sort of prime real estate in the Dunley farmlands. So I'll check them, but I don't expect I'll be able to use them. Stealing your iron. Out on your lawn, stealing your iron. That doesn't even look like much of a base. What's even up there? That doesn't look like much of anything. Where even is this base? Okay, the heart is over here. Oh, wow. Yeah. Talk about a whole lot of nothing. This person didn't even put up walls or flooring. They're literally just using it as like a crafting base. But honestly, using it as a crafting base without putting down flooring is a little insane. Because having the right flooring in the right rooms and stuff not only gives you sun protection, but it reduces the amount of resources you need to use to craft things. That's a little nuts the way that person just was like, here, I'm just gonna put down a bunch of like crafting stations and nothing else. Nope, going straight past them. Oh god, not Vincent. Great, that's wonderful. Fabulous. Vincent's just walking down the path. Tiny, tiny gap with nowhere for me to go, and Vincent's right there. Let's just avoid that altogether, shall we? While Rufus is off picking fights with enemies I have no intention of fighting. Let's just keep on running. Yeah, usually, like, me and Baron and the others would like to put down a base pretty close to these iron mines when we would move into the Dunley farmlands, because just the location is really good. And, of course, yep, this one was already taken. That makes perfect sense. High-level warrior, you say? Oh, God, he's really strong, though. Sort of get in here as I can and do things as I can and not try and rush anything.
You're dead on your feet. I'm gonna call you target practice.
Like just using my abilities as I go kind of thing. Oh, come on. Hey, nice. Hey, my wanted level went down. Oh, that means that those enemies were actually summoned to attack me. Those weren't just random bandits. Those ones were, like, summoned out of the ether. Oh, look, a new shiny was unlocked. A Frost Militia Guard. Huh. There we go. Just take your time. Don't try and push things too crazy. Oh, new unit unlocked as well. Militia Crossbowmen. Don't care that much. Like, I'm not even bothering to use ones that aren't shiny, and even then, I'm kind of not using anything that's not a V-Blood, because I already have a shiny V-Blood, so, like, why would I want to use something else? I'm not sure Rufus is, like, the best AI-wise, though, because, there might be others that are just really strong just AI-wise because they do better. Like, they use better abilities in battle or things like that.
Make it interesting this time.
Oh, where is he? Is he even still around? Oh, I forgot that guy was a fire one. I wasn't paying attention. Get eaten. Oh, I'm so sick of those fire guys. They're so annoying. Alright, I want to keep pressing on. Okay, so this spot's taken as well, so I'm definitely not using that. Yeah, like I said, prime real estate in the Dunley farmlands, these areas right near the iron mine. So... Oh, I've completely lost track of that 98 warrior at this point. Okay, not gonna bother. Don't want to pick a fight with these guys, because any one of them could turn into the Shadow Blade dude. Let's see. What else do I have here? Can you get into the iron mine from behind? I know you can get into the mine up here in Silverlight, the silver mine from behind. There's an entryway, but I don't know if you can get into the iron mine from behind. Because if that's the case, I could pick up a base near the south end of the iron mine. But I don't know of any path in from the south end. Let me try... What should I try? I don't even know that this is a base location. I think it is. I assume it's already taken, again, because it's so close to this iron mine, but we'll check. These people are not happy about the vampire running around. Oh, so there's the merchants, too. Yeah, no wonder this spot is definitely taken. He's right next to the merchants and the iron mine. Okay, so that's not a base location. That's a town area. Cotton farm. Okay. Let's try... Shoot. Guess I'll try this one. It's probably taken as well, but it's a little further away from everything than I really want to be, but it's probably also taken because it's still pretty close to everything. No, it doesn't look like it's taken. That's somewhat surprising. I mean, hey, if no one has claimed this place yet, I will. Someone claimed the area right next to it, though. I see that. Someone has the base to the north. But hey, if this one isn't taken, then I'll claim it. This puts me pretty close. If I put my base back here, in this corner, I can basically just jump off the south edge of this cliff and head straight down towards like the merchants and the iron mine pretty easily. Coming back to the base could be a little bit of a pain at times, but if I put my base back here in this corner, it could work really well. Okay. Let's relocate. Oh yeah, I went quite a ways north. The enemies here are going to be a little too strong for my taste for a little while, but not too long. Let's start off with a basic circle around it here. Start cutting down some of this stuff. I do want to enclose this area so that I can keep building here even when the sun comes up easily.
This will not work.
Oh, the wall. I hate these little, like, chunks of wall that get in your way and stuff. You really have to clear everything out first. Alright. Full 3x3 around it. Go ahead and stick some walls up. Again, a lot of this is going to change. I just want to have a roof over my head so that I don't have to worry about burning when the sun comes up. There we go. Now I'm covered. Now I can start sort of working my way through. Let's go ahead and I'll open it here and I'll open it here. I want to put my room back here. And I want to get things a little closer together this time, because like I said, I think having things spread out made to like a limit to the range I could push and pull from my inventory on, and I really want to be able to do that kind of like through my whole base. I should also make a treasury room as well.
I cannot build here.
Oh, there's something in the corner that I missed. There we go. Teleporter, we'll go somewhere else. Dominant. My chair could go here. My servant can go over here. I don't really care that much about the crypt flooring. Crypt flooring speeds up how fast someone converts into a servant. It doesn't do anything after the servant's already been converted. So aside from aesthetically, there's not really a reason to put the coffin on a crypt floor. Let's see. I almost want to put like a garden and maybe an alchemy room out this side. Small garden area and an alchemy room. I'll probably have some gardens up front too. So maybe put my crafting stuff over here. Like if I put a doorway here, and then did... I have an idea. I have an idea working here in my mind.
Requires more blood.
Clear out all of this stuff for now, because I'm going to need all of this zone. I'm thinking of like forge on one side, workshop on the other kind of design here. So I need to sort of clear out this whole area here. Maybe this as well. I'm not sure I'll need that though. We'll see. Let's go with 3. Then we'll do workshop over here. Forge over here. Need to clear out this tree as well.
Well, lucky me. A new decoration at the front gate just walked in.
And then... kind of want it like that. Close that in a bit. I'll worry about more stuff for it later. Go ahead and open this up. Stick a normal door there. I'm going to want a servant lock door there so he's not running around the base. I could probably put a normal door here. Technically, this room doesn't even have to look like this. It was just a quick thing that I did, and I may change it later. I don't know that I'm even going to put doors on those. Okay. Stairs, I don't really need. Windows, I don't really need. Although, do I still have the window walls? Yeah, I do. Okay. Oh, yeah, the teleporter. I'll just stick the teleporter out here for now. I'm probably going to change that eventually. I don't care about fences at the moment.
This will not work.
And then this will be sort of like an alchemy and gardening area. So I'll go with green. This will be my workshop. And this will be my forge. What's white even look like? I don't know if that works for a forge, but it is interesting color-wise. My flying lights that I usually like to put over my teleporter. There we go. Okay, don't care about the garden. Storage crates. Let me sort out my crafting and all that sort of stuff first, shall I? The furnace will go in the forge area. The don't have that. Grinder goes in here. do... like that. The Devourer, I don't even remember if the Devourer has a bonus of any kind if you place it on the right flooring. I don't know. I'll stick him here. Tannery, I don't have tailoring flooring yet, so best to just stick him wherever. Blood Press will end up going out here somewhere. Sort of over here somewhere.
I must gather blood to feed my castle heart.
Knowledge. And just go here for the moment. Growing plots, I'll hold off on because I might change those up. So I'll just get the plant fibers or whatever back from those, I think. Workbench goes in the forge. The alchemy table goes out here where I'm going to be putting my alchemy stuff. Again, I don't even have alchemy flooring yet, so it doesn't matter that much. And leatherworking also, I think, goes on tailoring, which I don't have yet, so I'll just stick it in the main room for now. Okay. Storage area. Leatherworking chest can go over there. Knowledge and coins can come over here. Alchemy goes out there. Salvage goes next to the Devourer. Spoils can go in here. And plants can also go. I'll just put it here for now. And then the material storage can go here. Gems can, I don't know. Actually, gems, I guess, can sit in here. Again, I'm planning to make a treasury room soon, so all this positioning won't matter that much in the grand scheme of things. I placed all the mandatory structures, which means everything else I can get back just as resources and then worry about how to build it up from there. That's good enough. Relocate. Everything else is going into the travel bags. Boom. A lot of it needs to go into production for other things too, anyway. He's doing pretty good, but take that. Travel bags? Yeah. Yeah, and there's all my seeds that I got back as well. Okay. Let's go ahead and dump most of this stuff. I will toss the seeds in my plants dresser for now. Alright. Treasury. Treasury needs to be first, because Treasury can provide items for building, I believe, as well, which is a pain, because otherwise I have to go and grab all the items I might need for building. So, Treasury comes first. General, the music box. Music box is always nice, because I could just play the Castlevania songs on repeat if I really want to. And then... leatherworking? No. Tailoring in the smithy. Okay. No. Castle. Foundations. Basic. Castle. Exterior. No. Workshop I'll need more of. Treasury. Treasury is stone bricks and gem dust. That's not too bad. So that would be this one. Oh man, am I really that low on stone brick? Oh no, I've actually got tons of stone bricks. And a bunch of extra stone. I'll need to start processing that again. And gems. Gems. Where did I put gems? I put gems in this room, didn't I? Gem dust. There we go. Now, where do I want my treasury? I almost think making my room into the treasury could be interesting, actually. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'll do something else with that servant coffer in just a second, but I'm thinking turning my room into the treasury could be interesting. Construct castle walls. Assortment of storage shelves. Oh, that unlocked all the storage shelves for me as well. That's going to be useful. Okay, storage. Yep, herbs, alchemy ingredients, tailoring, knowledge, consumables, all great. Awesome. All right, let's start moving stuff in here then. I might need to access these materials a lot, so I'll put them there. Gems, I don't really need to access very often. What else? Plant fiber, bone, leather, paper, and empty water skins. No, wait. If they're in a treasury... Oh, but I don't have those items, do I? Okay. Let me start moving all of my chests in here. Because theoretically, that should allow them all to start contributing to me anywhere in the base. And I can worry about, like, breaking them down and stuff later. And the alchemy one as well. See, now I can actually build with those resources. That's great. Okay, move you and you out of the way. Because I'm going to want to put my herb one here, I think. Herb and alchemy next to each other. And consumables. Oh, lost the water skin. Darn, it's a process of having to use these things to build and then move them out of the way. There it is. And consumables. Knowledge.
I cannot build here.
Oh yeah, great. Rufus is in the way. Let me just unbind him so that I can focus on building right now. Knowledge. Okay. Should be able to start offloading some of this stuff. No, wait, that stuff actually is supposed to stay in there. That's an actual inventory, not a fake one. So now I can get rid of those. No tailoring stuff. Okay. Knowledge stuff. And alchemy stuff. I'm still holding on to coins, which I don't need. I don't have coin storage just yet. Alchemy stuff. Nice. That should cover... This one still has some stuff in it, but this one should be empty. No? No, because I didn't finish it. Let's go ahead and add... Fill my castle heart up. Glass and reinforced planks. Okay, it's not too bad. And then we can work on... tailoring. Let's see, plants, alchemy, consumables, knowledge, tailoring. It's pretty much all of it. And then I'll put the gems right next to my chair, because why not? Ah, can't fit it over there. Okay, I'll keep that one over here then. And that's pretty much all of it, yeah. Okay. Let's go ahead and dump this tailoring stuff. There we go. Now, salvage needs to stay. Because salvage, I can just enter in and dump all the stuff I want my Devourer to eat in that, even if... Like, you may think, oh, well, it's sitting right next to the Devourer. What's the bonus of that? The bonus is the Devourer can only hold, I think, like 8 items at a time, which most of the time won't be a problem. But if I come back with, like, 10 or 12 things I want to dismantle, then I can just toss it all in this chest and be done with it. And then spoils. Spoils needs to stay as well. But this one is coins. Yeah, I don't have coins. You don't get a place for coins until quite a bit later in the game. So I really don't need that chest for coins, though. And I don't have any storage for fish, so I'll dump them as well. Dump that as well. And then I can destroy that. And I'll just rename this one, like, junk. Whatever I happen to have that I don't have storage for. And gems. Dump that. And materials. Dump that. And now I should actually be able to access all of this when I'm building, because it's on treasury flooring. Which will be very nice. Now I can build without having to worry too much about, oh, do I have enough to... Who cares? Alright, Castle Foundation. Workshop. Which one am I using? Worn old boards? Let's go ahead and clear out this. I don't think that's in the way. Oh, that's gone now. Walls? Battlement gates. Huh. It's interesting. I don't even know where battlement gates came from. Stone bricks and planks. Stone bricks and planks. Same exact one, so it's purely for aesthetic change, I guess. Okay. You picked the wrong house to come into, dear. Get 8. And I'm going to take this hat off. May actually... Can you salvage these? I don't remember. No, you can't. Okay. I guess that just goes in the junk drawer for now. Maybe I'll toss a couple different hats in different places once I get some of the more... Some more of the containers. Forge. I'm using this pattern. I think that's going to get in the way. There we go. Any interesting wallpapers? Not really. Workshop walls. Nah. Hearth walls. Nah. Not in the forge. I want something more different in the forge. I could do... that in there, I suppose. And... I want more like stone wall types is what I want. More stairs that I don't need and can't do anything with at the moment anyway. Garden stuff that I don't need at the moment. Castle wall vegetation. Oh, now that's interesting. Well, that's very interesting. I could put that in the alchemy room and stuff. That'd be interesting. Hedges. Decorations, paintings, wall ornaments, pillar ornaments, carpets. I have a couple of carpet rolls. Like, I think just a couple of carpet rolls. I don't have much, and I can't make them yet. Rugged hides, fur rugs. Okay. Don't really need any of that stuff, though, at the moment. So let's do candle stands. I don't care too much about right now. Could do some... No. I prefer pillar mounted.
This will not work.
And then we'll do... I suppose yellow in here? Oh wow, I can actually sneak them into those. Okay, I can sneak them in behind the machines. Cool. I don't know about
My
white,
blood reserves run low.
but I don't really know what else to use for a forge, honestly. Then I can cram a flying white light in here. I don't really have much in the forge. That's surprising. Wish you could, like, pull all the materials that way. Because I still have to go and send the materials to refinement and all that, which is a little annoying. Not doing much of anything with this servant coffin, honestly. Again, there isn't really a reason to put it on crypt flooring, honestly, once you're done, because it just speeds up the transformation process.
This will not work.
There we go. A little bit fancier of a castle flooring. Turning this area into my alchemy, I think I'll only need like a 2x1. Should be enough. And then I can turn some of this area over here just into my garden, I think. Let's get rid of this tree as well, just in case it's in the way. Alright. I still don't even have alchemy flooring, I believe. Workshop, treasury, forge, crypt. Yeah, no alchemy. Okay. Will that be enough? Could go out a little further, maybe to go a little deeper if I want to. We'll see. I think this should be that. And maybe this one as well. I kind of like having the more open rooms. But will this fit, is the question, really. Wait, let's put you back over here. Does this fit into one space? It does not. Okay. Then... does it fit in a one space this way? It does not. Okay. Maybe I should go the other way. That could be interesting. What if I go the other direction?
This will not work.
Because right now I don't need a very big garden. Because I'm not even really making use of the garden at the moment. So what if I went this way instead? And then I can put the garden out here. Stairs, wallpaper, window. Lighting.
I cannot build here. I cannot build here.
Kind of like that. That's interesting. What else can we make here? Garlic resistance now? I mean, that's somewhat useful. Yeah, I don't have what I need for that. Okay. Dump that stuff then. I don't have many rats. I need more. I could use some more vermin salve until I get more blood rose brew, but I don't have the rats for it at the moment. I really need to go get myself some blood of some kind. 4 9s, not ideal. Hey, hey. Don't go into someone else's house. Darn it. Stupid deer is taking me into someone else's base that I don't really want to go into. Even though he left the door open, I don't really want to go into his base without his permission. Whose is that anyway? Oh, it's a whole clan's. Yashimunja, Flambio Deck. Okay, it's a whole clan of people's base. I think this will work for now. Clear out these trees, maybe put some planters back here. Let me see. Production, that's the storage, general. Oh, I have everything I need for the music box. Hello there. I didn't realize I would just have everything for the music box already. Oh, I don't have any of the song that I want, though. Oh, well. Okay. I like the Castlevania songs to be playing in my castles all the time, because I just find that hilarious. Customize your vampire's appearance. I don't need that at the moment. Don't need any Miss Braziers right now. Don't need any of those. Got all of that except for the vampire lockbox, which I don't really have anything I desperately want to hold on to in a unique container, so I don't use the vampire lockbox much. Cotton yarn, sulfur, iron. Okay. I need to get started on that processing. Let's grab my stuff. Let's see. I got a lot of that. I got a lot of that. Got a lot of that. But I want to keep one in there so that my auto stash knows to stash it here. As long as there's one in the inventory, your auto stash will know to stash the item that you're telling it to stash in that inventory. So I just need to make sure I keep one in that inventory at all times. Okay. These should have all the production bonuses. Yes, they do. Good. Same with those. And then I really want to focus on iron for a little while here. 100 worker and silver mine cages. Yeah, that's not bad. And then I guess I can toss these in here, but I've already got a ton of leather, man. So, I don't know. There we go. Just turned my like throne and sleeping room into my treasury. This thing needs to go. It's just in the way. And I'll probably separate that out into like a throne room and a sleeping room and stuff like that. But again, most of these are very temporary bases, right? Like I had a base in the Farbane Woods, and now I've killed all the Farbane bosses, so I'm moving my base up to the Dunley farmlands. Like I moved my base 3 or 4, 5 or 6 times throughout a playthrough of this game to sort of go to the primary zones that I'm in at any given time. Oh yeah, the knowledge stuff is in there. Can I use it? Oh yeah, I can access the knowledge stuff from here. That's interesting. I'm a little hesitant to keep doing this, but I would like the floors, so... Nope, ended up with windows. An assortment of windows could be fun. Windows that aren't as boring as these other ones. Clear glass? No. Colored glass, yes. No, I like that first one. My purple windows. To match my... Is she still using the right color scheme? Damn it. There we go. Yeah, those don't work that way. They work better like that. And there we go. Sort of a dark purple. Alright, that's pretty much covered the whole starting setup. I need alchemy flooring, but aside from that, everything else is pretty well set up for the first zone. I should turn this into something else. This doesn't look right like that. Actually, wait, I could turn this into crypt flooring, couldn't I? It's a little weird, but it doesn't look entirely out of place. And it actually does work for the servant coffin over there. I think I should use the other crypt floor, though. Yeah, that one looks better. It's sort of a generic floor rather than specifically, like, ugly crypt flooring. It's a little weird that that's my crypt area right there, but hey, if it works, it works. Alright, and now that I have the treasury set up, I just have access to all that stuff a lot easier, which is nice. What's my consumables? Is it really just... Yeah, it really is just that garbage. Toss some of that in there because I don't need all of it. All that stuff can go away. All this stuff is producing automatically. I kind of would like it if this stuff would offload. I think there is a way to set it up. I think the mod adds like a conveyor system you can do through chat commands so that you can like tell certain chests to auto feed certain refiners, and then I think you can tell the refiners to auto feed certain chests too. But I don't remember for sure. Here's some iron. Production. I need more sulfur. Don't know that I have any sulfur. I don't really bother to collect it usually. Yeah, I'm not holding on to any. Alright, let me look around for some sulfur then. Go ahead and close those doors. Even though it probably wouldn't matter. I don't think this is a really, like, terrible or griefy server. People seem to just be trying to help each other and stuff, so... I don't think I have to worry that much about someone coming in and trying to mess with my base. Even then, their ability to do so is somewhat limited unless they get the castle heart and mess it up. Alright. ahead and work on the sulfur for me for a little bit here. I really just need 1 sulfur, so not a huge hurry here. There we go. I'll let it go ahead and finish up that sulfur. Okay, I need more iron. And then this can go in here. Focus on the iron. That's not going to be enough iron for what I need. Not even close. Okay. Time to head for the iron mine. I mean, this is part of the reason why I put myself so close to the darn iron mine, isn't it? Right here. Not that this is super close. I should have jumped off the side of the cliff there. That would have been better. Let's grab some more sulfur while I'm out, just in case. I'm starting to actually use sulfur in production, so I'll go ahead and start collecting it a bit here. Oh wow, someone's here. What is he doing? Wow. Oh, he has an ace incinerator. Familiar. Okay. Looks like they're just clearing out the area. Ooh, Merciless Iron Spear. I'm taking that book. So there's goods merchants and stuff here, too. Are these... Okay, no. Okay, yeah. I can run over the top. Okay, so he's killing the merchants for some reason. I don't know why he's doing that, but whatever. Leave this vampire to their fun. Leave this vampire to have their fun. I'm gonna go off and do something else. I do like just running across random people on the server. It's just like, oh, they're destroying the whole world. Cool. Let's go ahead and add him. There you go, Rufus. Ooh, a shiny militia torchbearer. So now that's kind of interesting, because he would spread fire, but I still think it's better that I stick with Rufus. Having a V-Blood has unique benefits. One of them being the fact that when my V-Blood gets damaged enough, Rufus will actually toss out, like, health orbs, and I can pick those up. So that's kind of fun. 5, 14, 9, not really any good values here. I know I don't have a very good value. I have like 9% creature right now, so anything would be good. 612, there's a 20 brute.
You're looking a little dead.
39 creature, I'll grab him. I'll grab the 39 creature, why not? For now, it's at least better than what I've got. I've reached level 43. Snack. Oh, Rufus leveled up too. I love that these guys burn themselves more often than they burn you most of the time. You just stand there in that pose while playing the what? What pose? Me? Over here? That's just me focusing in on the game, I guess. And not moving around a lot. Although I don't move a lot anyway. Standing there looking straight. I don't think I'm looking straight. I should be looking over at the gameplay most of the time. Unless I screwed up somewhere. Your arms to your sides. Oh, that's because I don't have tracking on those. Like, I don't have arm tracking. My computer would die if I tried to put arm tracking on. Oh, God. Oh, God. Strong V-blood. Let's get out of the way. Oh, so you're, like, paralyzed. I'm fine. Besides, if I did have arm tracking on, it wouldn't be all that impressive with me playing on mouse and keyboard. My hands would just, like, be slightly up and face down and, like... Yeah, no, I don't have arm tracking. My computer already is trying to have an aneurysm just with what I'm running on it now. If I added arm tracking, it would be dead.
Guess I have to handle this myself.
Man, these skeletons are pretty... Oh, well, no wonder they seem pretty strong. They are pretty strong comparatively. They're about equal level with me, that's why. Come on, I just want to get some iron. And maybe, if I'm really lucky, catch the Bright Archer and the Reaper killing each other. So maybe I can feed on both of them. It looks like someone's raided this place for iron recently, though.
Make it interesting this time.
Nice freaking targeting there, assholes. Oh, god damn it, I hate that. Oh, the lining up of that is so annoying, where like one is doing a beam where I'm going to go, and the other one is doing an AoE under me.
I'll end this.
Yeah, I'm definitely about to die here. Oh! Didn't even notice that one was tracking me again. I hate that. I hate that. As the enemies get stronger and stronger, they start tracking you more, where it's like, no, this beam's not going to be where you are. No, 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 this beam's going where you're going. Every time it's going to hit you. I hate that. The enemies predicting your movements more. It's so annoying. And I know it's something you should easily be able to counter, blah, 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 yada, yada. But, like, it still just gets so annoying. Why was this not on my list of teleport locations? That's weird.
Oh no! It's a vampire!
Okay, we're reaching the point where they don't want to sell to a vampire. That's fine, I didn't bring my coins with me anyway. Oh boy, man, this iron mine is a little up there, level-wise and strength-wise, for me to be running into solo, especially when it looks like someone else already rushed the iron mine recently. So I don't know that I can even really get much out of it,
That's funny.
but I'd like to try.
Well, lucky me. A new decoration for the front gate just...
Not interested. No, you don't. Just die. You two, just die. Oh god, the Bright Archer. No, she just had to be coming back towards the entrance. Don't leave. Stay there. Kill Krieg for me. Oh, what's she doing? She getting into a fight? Will I maybe be able to do something with that?
I failed you.
Alucard.
Sorry.
Oh, excuse me while I sneak in here and join you on this. Oh, God. Thank you. He just, like, destroyed the Bright Archer, and I'm like, wait, excuse me while I sneak in here and grab a bite of this. Oh my god. That's another enemy that I just killed way earlier than I should have. Because I didn't do it. So, oh well. I'm just here for the iron. I had 100 blood, give a few clues. Nope, I can't participate in that, really. Someone's died. No, that's me. That's where I died. Yes, someone has died in here. Me. Healing goes there. This goes here. Okay, I've got some more iron stuff. I don't even have the study for these, so I'll just have to stick those in the knowledge cupboard for a while. Just here for iron. What did she unlock anyway? Holy resistance. Oh, and the Prowler elixir. That's nice. Storm spell point. Doesn't matter. I'm not going to use it, but I'll go ahead and... Oh, it's the dash. Wait. Wait a tick. I'm going to hold off on that. If I unlock the Storm Dash, it may automatically replace the Veil Dash, because Veil isn't like a real spell school, right? It may replace my Veil Dash and not be replaceable because I have no other dashes. I'm going to wait until I unlock the Blood Dash before doing that. Pretty sure there's a Blood Dash. Yeah, there's a Blood Dash. Okay. Wait until I get the Blood Dash before I mess around with that. Because that Veil, or that Storm one will almost certainly automatically replace the Veil one, which is sort of like the default dash rather than an actual spell school. And I don't want that to happen. Oof. Did you just pick a fight with... Okay, no, he didn't. Okay. Oh, he did. He picked a fight. Good job. You're, gonna deal with that fight on your own, I think, here, pal. Damn it. I'll just use ranged attacks on this dude. There we go. That got him. Go with some of my quicker weapons, shall I? There. Now I can actually get some of this iron. Kind of move through, snag bits of ore and iron and stuff where I can. Try to avoid getting into any big fights. Yeah, no, don't bother. Alright. This should be good on iron for now. I don't want to try and go too much deeper. I'll probably just run into trouble. In fact, I may already run into trouble on the way back out, because some things have probably respawned by now. Okay, time to go. What do we got? 7, a 22. Nah.
You're looking a little dead.
Not interested. They can all fight each other for a while. I'm just getting out of there. Ah! That arrow was a lot closer to me than I wanted it to be. Yeah, let's just go around.
You're about to look a lot of dead.
Maximum Impact is a hell of a name for his horse. Yep. Alright, here we go. The fact that they just kept that open is a little nuts, but whatever. Alright. These can go in here, because I can't make use of them just yet. And, how was the... Let me take a look at this. Stashing, waypointing, settings, blah, 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 blah. Stash stuff? Logistics. Craft pull, don't pull, auto stash. Salvage spawner. Raise your spoilers. Spoils, no. Silent pool, silent stash. Conveyor. How do you use the conveyor? Each logistics command has an L short version. Lco. Pull items, find items. Just manually double tap, use salvage, use spawner. Link chest works with conveyor mode for crafting setups. Auto stash works in territory only. Keep your chest close. Blah, 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 blah. Let me try taking a look at this then. Conveyor is enabled. Okay, now how do I link them? How do I set the conveyor up, though? That activates it, but how do you turn it on? Stash, pull items. Find items. What kindred logistics do the best for me? Blah, 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 blah. Chain together inventories to auto-feed refining stations. I don't know how to set it. Like, I've enabled conveyor. That's great. I don't know how to set up conveyor then. Let's see. Doesn't seem to be anything in the UI to set it up. So I don't know how you would do it automatically here. There we go. Lots of iron. Oh, I don't have a gem storage for that one. Okay. There we go. I guess I could look it up. Really like to do that in the middle of stream, though, but let's see. B-Rising, Thunderstore, Kindred Logistics. Kindred Commands, Kindred Logistics. There it is. Chat commands. Stash commands, admin commands. Nope, can't use any of that. I don't know how to set up the conveyor though. Tally server side, double tap R, pull items, servants, auto stash, auto salvage, units, spawn, refills, braziers. Running around the station to make something. Use the conveyor system to link chests and refining inventories for chain crafting. Collaborative effort, blah, 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 blah. To use mods in game, blah, 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 blah. Details on the wiki. Conveyors. Functionality. Command activation. Setting up conveyors. Name your chest or station something else. You must add the conveyor names. To utilize this conveyor system, players must adhere to a specific naming convention for their stations. Sender, receiver, group, blah, 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 blah. Sending inventory. Name these stations or chests using an S prefix. S0, S1. Receiving inventory. Name these stations and chests using an R prefix, R0, R1. After the S or R, you specify a number to choose a conveyor group. This establishes different lines of conveyors. You can name a particular chest station with both S number and R number to have it receive items, process them, and send them off to another chest or station within the group. So if I named this storage chest with S0, R0, and the stations with S0, R0, then in theory it should pull everything from the material container, process it, and send it back to the material container. A chest that stores wood. Example name. Wait. You can name a particular chest station with both those and process and blah, blah, blah. Chest that stores wood would be named wood S0. A sawmill that produces wood planks and sawdust would be named R0S0. So receive and send 0. A paper mill that processes the sawdust into paper would be named paper R0. Oh, that's interesting. So if you put something in the name, then it only sends and receives those particular resources. Huh. Determine which chests or refining stations you want to connect. Keep in mind, only renameable stations work with conveyors. Name the station, output S, input R. Set up connections. A station named S0 will send materials to the next station named R0. Create multiple groups by using different numbers. S1, R1, yeah. Ensure that the necessary recipes are checked in the receiving station so they can process the materials as they arrive. As materials flow through the conveyor system, monitor the output of each station to ensure everything is functioning as expected. So I'm a little hesitant to... do it all. Part of me wants to set up a different material storage. Say here. Make sure I have everything up here. And this will be S0. So that anything that goes in here will be sent for processing. And then I want to take just one of these, because I want to hold on to some of these resources. These I don't need to hold on to. These I don't need to hold on to. That can stay for now. This can stay for now. Could set this up as receiving, but I don't really want to. There isn't really a reason to hold on to any extra sulfur ore in here. Sulfur ore just needs to be processed. Same with iron ore. I don't know that you ever need the ore for anything. I'm just more interested in holding on to, like, basic resources. I don't know that you ever need the copper ore for anything. This will be for, like, basic wood and stone, I think. I think this needs to be S0, R0? Right? So for instance, you could name it... Can have both an S number and an R number. Wood S0, R0, S0. Okay, yeah. Okay. So this would be... planks, 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 planks. Reinforced planks. Oh, that would pull iron. Let's set this up for plank. R0, S0, I think. I think it's the recipe name and then the receive and send. So if I go ahead and drop that in there, will that start processing? Yes, it will. It's pulling it in. Okay. Is it sending? Yes, it's sending. It can't send the stuff that's already in there. It sends them one at a time. That's why. I need to empty out what's already in there for the moment. Okay, so this one, that's fine. I don't want that recipe turned on. Because I may not want to get rid of those items, and I wouldn't want this recipe. I definitely don't want that recipe turned on. I would want to do that manually. But basic sulfur, copper. If I take all of this out, if I empty this out completely, I should be able to just say R0, S0. So it will pull any recipes that are tagged. Yep, it's already pulling them in. Wait. Turn that recipe off. I don't want that one. I don't want you making whetstones on your own. If I want whetstones, I'll process them myself. In fact, let's go ahead and pull this out and then see how it's working. Okay, so it's pulling sulfur. Basic copper, sulfur, and iron processing is fine. I don't want any of the advanced recipes going off on their own, because I don't want it doing that for me. This, I think, can process everything, right? Except reinforced planks. I'll need to turn that recipe off. I don't want that auto-processing. The rest of those should be fine. This can auto-process... Technically, I guess that shouldn't be material storage. That should maybe just be a blank chest that I can dump stuff into. I wouldn't want it to make stone body on its own. Or that. This is just basic stone processing, I think. Stone brick. Right? Stone brick. Will it do it? Or do I even have enough? Turn those off. I don't know that I have enough stone in there to do it. Again, I don't think this needs to be... That doesn't need to be a material storage. That needs to be a generic storage so I can throw a bunch of stuff in there. I'll set this up as the receive chest. Did that just go away? No, it's adding items. Why is it adding items? Why is it adding one piece of wood at a time? Delete that. This needs to be a generic chest, so I can put whatever I want in it. Generic send chest. What else? The iron, copper, the sulfur. Anything else? No. The rest of this is just materials. Actually, having it named differently like that may be a problem. Receive 0. Should automatically be sending stuff now. Can't tell. The weird naming convention stuff that you have to do is interesting, but difficult to notice and set up and all that. In theory, a lot of it should be processing automatically now. I should be able to just name this R0S0 and then just turn that one recipe off. Same with this. I should just be able to name it R0S0 and turn that recipe off. And then if I want to do like manual crafting of those recipes, I guess I could have another station, another 2 stations set up here that I can sort of do like manual production on. And then those I can use for producing anything else that I don't want automated. This needs to move. So I think that needs to stay where it was. And then set up. Oh, I don't have copper ore. See, there are some things that you need some basic resources for. I can probably start pulling them out of this one. Excuse me. Give me that copper. Give me that copper. Thank you. I guess I should go ahead and set up multiple stations here just in case. No, actually, I guess that is in the right location. All right. There. This one can handle more advanced processes. I'll probably just turn those off and let that handle the basic processing. And, yeah, this one's just handling stone. I could rename these with S so that they're at least sending stuff. Don't rename them with an R so they can't receive, but rename them with an S so they'll at least send the process stuff off. How's my simple workbench going? There's not much else I can do with this one, right? Yeah. I need to get into making the smithy. Okay. Is it taking everything? No, it is leaving behind one of each. That'll be very useful. That'll be extremely useful that it leaves behind one of each. I'll go ahead and remove those from here. That means I don't have, like, any stone or wood on hand, but being able to walk in and immediately offload them would be more useful to me, I think. Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I shouldn't. I'll immediately want to process any of that, except the copper, but I made myself the extra furnace, just so I didn't have to worry about that as much. Alright. I could use the paper press, that's for sure. Production, refinement. Paper press. It's big. I can just stick it in here for now. I don't have the right room for this anyway. Alright, this needs library flooring. Paper. Sawdust and plant fiber. I mean, I've got a lot of all that. I do have a ton of that. There we go. I don't really need to automate this. I just need to dump a crap ton in here and let it produce a ton of paper for me. I could, again, at least rename this with, no, that wouldn't matter. I'm hesitant to rename these. Like, I kind of want to so they can automatically receive the items, but then I might lose track of what's what. And I don't know that you can keep the whole name. I think if you keep the name, you lose out on some of it. The functionality. Let's see. Actually, what are the item classified as? Herb. Receive only. Alchemy, receive. Consumables? Yeah, consumable. I may want to manually handle this one, though. Yeah, I may not want that one to be automated. Alchemy stuff and herb stuff, knowledge stuff, definitely. Will it automatically receive the paper as it crafts? Oh no, because I didn't tell that one to send, did I? Tailoring. Yeah, why not? There we go. Material. I don't know. If I do material R0S1, and then I can set up special processing on route 1. S0. Will that automatically send it? Yep, it's automatically sending it to the knowledge, I assume now. Let me check. Yep, it's automatically sending it to the knowledge area. It's interesting. This is like a whole subset of mods that I just haven't used before. Alchemy flooring, finally. And some extra carpets I don't care about. Alchemy flooring is what I care about. There we go. Now I have an actual alchemy room. That'll be useful. Oh yeah. What do those even require? So that requires sunflowers, which I don't have access to just yet. My sword might actually have a high enough level to farm sunflowers now. It might be there. I don't remember if it needs to be iron level or advanced copper level. And this requires sunflowers as well. Increases movement speed and veil cooldown rate. It's interesting. Not super useful, but interesting nonetheless.
I am missing key ingredients.
Yes, you are. Turn the fish off. Otherwise, turn the rats off. Okay. R1 S0. Let's see if I can set that up right. Alchemy. R0 S1. Is it going to send now? Doesn't look like that's working. Oh no, it is processing. Yeah, it's definitely processing. Okay. But shouldn't this go back to... Yeah, S0 should go back to R0. So why didn't it send that back? R0. Yeah, so it should be sending the blood essence back. Why isn't it? It's definitely processing the greater blood essence. Which is nice to have. Odd that it didn't send the... Let's remove these unsullied hearts and see if it sends the... Yeah, it isn't... Okay, it sent some of it. Oh, that's the problem. It's sending a very small portion of the blood essence out, but it's not sending all of it for some reason. Yeah, see, it's only sending out like 5 of the blood essence at any time. So that one's not going to really work automated. Same with this one, isn't it? Yeah, it looks like this isn't sending very fast. I wonder if it would do it over time, though. I wonder if it only ticks when it pulls again, or if it can tick just over time. And so if I just left it there, it would eventually sort of filter out. Anyway. For now, what else are we working on here? Growing plots, refinement. That's the paper press done. Crafting. The smithy is ready. There we go. Awesome. Let's start with... I don't really use the mace in combat, but starting with the mace might be worth it for farming. Just farming in general. Oh, although actually I don't need nearly as many iron ingots as I thought I would need for these, so I could actually make a few of these. Let's do... I only have enough for 3 items. So let's do the mace, so that we can use that for farming. Let's do the sword, which we'll need for farming. And then let's do the longbow, which I like to fight with. Oh, maybe not the longbow. Let's just do axes. I don't think I'm going to run into any trees that need a copper axe anytime soon. Probably not till I get to, like, gloom rot and stuff like that. But I'll just go ahead and use the axes anyway. Just upgrade those 4 to start. And then, come on, Rufus. And wait. I think he's still getting the effects of these, though. Yeah, just throws it on the ground. I'll give him 15, 9, 13, 10. So the sword, I think, is best. Oh, but the mace gives him extra health. Yeah, the mace gives him extra health. The fact that these are X'd out is... Oh, they have no durability. I think it's still giving him the effects, though, right? Yeah. It still gives him the effects, even though it's broken. Okay. Good. Good to know. You. Salvage all of this stuff for me. And now, I have my new abilities as well. Only Fams mod, and now they're not. Actually, oh god. Alright. Send 0. Got it. Rufus keeps walking out the front door like an idiot. And then offload all of that. Yep, there it all goes. Yeah, see, so sometimes it looks like it just takes a while for it to, like, tick and offload stuff. Is it still sending? Or no? Yes, it is still sending. Okay. It is still technically sending, just very, very slowly. Alright. So it just needs more time to send, really. I have so much more plant fiber than I need, man. Okay, silver resistance I don't really need at the moment. Same with this, I assume it's sending. Yeah, okay. Whatever. Tailoring bench, cotton yarn. Yeah, I don't have cotton. I don't have any method of making cotton, so there's no way I'm doing that right now. Storage, I've already done all these. General stuff, don't need it, don't need it, don't need it. Growing plots, then. For 7 seeds or 1 sapling. 4 seeds. I wonder if that'll be enough. I might want one of the 7s. for Blood Rose. And then maybe a number of the 4s. I wonder if I could set it up like that. That'd be interesting. Let me see. Real quick. How's the pull items? Dot pull item name about. So if I just do dot pull Blood Rose, maybe? Let's just see if that command works. Blood Corpse Book, error, failed, converted, parameter, multiple results. Be more specific. Dot pull. What if I put it in parentheses? Blood Rose Seed. 1. Okay, so that worked. Blood Rose Seed. Let's just say 10. I don't have 10, but let's see how many I get. Was only able to pull 8 out of the desired 10. Okay, so it pulled all of them for me. And then let's do...
This will not work.
Castle entrance and castle wall? What castle entrance and castle wall? Okay. So it doesn't work that close. Then I need to pull this out. Oh, I need to clear out the environment now. Let's start actually clearing things out. Does the iron axes cut down trees? I think the higher level does actually cut them down faster, which is good. Yeah, so it definitely was the right idea to do the iron axe upgrade, because even though I'm not at the point where I have trees that I need iron axes to cut down yet, it does cut them down faster. I forgot about that. No? Yes? Move you out here first, and then we'll try moving you back there. Right there. So it should be directly under the red light now. Okay, there's my Blood Rose. Can I send these back? Yes, I can. Good. Even when I'm using the pull command, it remembers not to pull the last one of an item out of the chests. That's good. I don't want it to pull the last one out. Okay, what else do we got here? We've got Hell Clarions. I'm not really using anything of those for anything yet. Morning Lilies. Fire Blossoms. I got a lot of cotton, but I can't turn it into yarn yet. I don't have a ton of seeds here. I don't even have any snowflower seeds. That's annoying. Got Morning Lilies. Do I even use Hell Clarions for anything yet? No. Oh. Garlic resistance. I don't need garlic resistance right now. Alright. Wait, what's... Oh no, that is done. Okay, good. So I can definitely use the smaller plots. Guess I'll do Hell Clarions, I'll do Morning Lilies, and I'll do the Fire Blossom. I had to pull the last ones that I had out of the storage, which is a little annoying because I won't be able to just quick sort and stash them, but so be it. I will do... Let's see. I'll do the 4s. Yeah, the 4s. One here. One here. One there. I think should do it. And these are morning lilies. Can't get quite that close. That's annoying. Yeah, I won't be able to set it up that way then. That's too bad. Wish you could get closer to them. Yeah, can't put those in the plots. It's too bad. Could do it this way, I suppose. That's blocked by the larger growing plot, though. That will go there. And then I don't even remember what the right color is for the other one. I'm going to put the Hell's Clarion here, so that'll be red. And then, what was the other one? Fire Blossom. Well, that'd be red, too. That's a little annoying. I guess I could go with, like, an orange or something. I need copper... Oh, there we go. There's the copper ingots. Orange. There we go. Can't really fit one in there, though. Oh, I can fit one in there. There we go. Then I need to get rid of the floating lights. There we go. It'd be nicer if I could put one, like, in the center. Would be kind of cool. But, oh well. Now it's like Blood Rose... Morning Lily? Yeah, because that would be like the necromantic flower. So Morning Lily, Hell Clarion, and this one is Fire Blossom, which, yeah, that's better. Hell Clarion and Blood Rose being red are more fitting. Fire Blossom being just like a fire, sort of an orange or a yellow or something, is kind of fitting. Yeah. We'll see. In the meantime, that probably made a bunch of paper for me. Oh, 174. I don't even need these anymore. Like, I'm up to making iron weapons. I don't need these merciless copper weapons anymore. I don't need these rings because I've already got the one I want. I do need another armor piece. I need more consumables as well. I almost hate to do discover on this armor piece because I need a very specific one, and there's like 12 here that I could get. Like, I would rather just find the book for the one I need. So let's do consumables for now. Hey, there's Blood Rose Brew and Brew of Ferocity. Those will both be very useful. Brews of Ferocity. Well, that needs Hell's Clarion, so good thing I have it. And Blood Rose Brews. Okay, that's just Blood Roses and empty water skins. Definitely better than messing with my vermin salves anymore. I'll go ahead and make like 8 or 7 or 8 of them. I'll keep the vermin salves on hand. I'll just spend them for basic, like, simple healing, and I'll hold on to the Blood Rose Brews for, like, I'm in a fight, I need to heal kind of thing before I lose permanent health. There we go. It's nice to have those recipes finally. Sunflowers I don't have any of yet. Okay. So now I have basic ferocity and spellcrafting, like basic ferocity and enchanting. So that's basic physical and spell power, a better heal, and sort of an out of combat, just I need my health back heal until I run out at least. Then I probably won't bother to make any more vermin salve. In which case, I might want to turn this back on. Ah, but it's only 10 blood. You know what? That's not even worth it. If I get this massive abundance of rats that I'm not using for anything else, maybe I'll turn that recipe back on. But until then, it's like such a waste. Okay. How much more sawdust do I have? I should probably use it all up. I don't think sawdust is used for anything other than paper, so I may as well. I can now go and produce a lot more planks, though. Because part of the reason I sort of slowed down on producing planks and bothering to collect wood was because I was just, like, overloaded on sawdust. And I could have just chucked it on the ground and abandoned it. I could. You could always do that. But, like, I just didn't. Okay, how are we doing over here? Yeah, we're still definitely out of iron. Makes sense. Could use... Oh, crud. I threw away my copper longbone. I didn't actually make the iron one to replace it. I should probably go on another iron run, then. Because I'm definitely running low. I mean, I kind of like the castle setup I've got going on. I could pretty it up a little more. More like wallpapers and some windows here and there and stuff like that. But for a basic layout, at least, I kind of like the castle setup that I've got going on now. Again, there's no reason this main room had to be a 3x3. I just designed it that way to start with. Maybe I'll push it out a little further. But I don't really need to. I've kind of, like, I'm kind of in that sweet spot where I've got, like, just the right amount of space for what I need without, like, extra. And there's no reason to stay there. Like, if I could make more space and make it much prettier and much bigger and all that sort of stuff, which I probably will do eventually, but I don't know if I'll do that to this castle particularly. I don't know that there's a reason to do that kind of beautifying to this castle. Because this is, again, a fairly temporary one. So I'm not really all that worried about how pretty it looks. Be careful, Rufus. Besides, I think it looks pretty cool the way it is. Not super fancy, but good enough for now.
You want to rob me, huh?
Nope. You guys want me? Come down here and fight a bunch of skeletons to get at me. Damn it. Oh, God. Let's just go in here. If anyone wants to fight me, they have to come in here. How about that? Meanwhile, everyone else can fight outside. He's gonna explode anyway. I'll just leave him.
Start running.
Like, he's coming after me, and it's like, why are you doing that? You're doomed anyway. Nice, leveled up. Okay, a bunch of skeletons and people killed each other, so that's good.
Start running.
I'll take out the little guys while he distracts the big one. Ah, this bastard. Oh, I hate that ability, man. Whoa, what the hell was that shield? I don't think I'm used to them using those shields like that. Huh. Alright, now I could use Vermin Salve for this to just sort of heal outside of combat to get my temporary health or my max health back up. And now for another iron run. It looks like someone took down another V-Blood here. I better grab that recipe, whatever it is. Could be useful. Alright. Let me go ahead and grab this chest too while I'm here. Ooh. Nope, not gonna use it. Snowflowers, that's nice. I finally have snowflower seeds. Snag myself even more. Oh, it looks like there's another book over there. The thing is, most of these books probably need the study in order to be learned, and I just don't have that right now, so a lot of them are just sort of going in a chest until I unlock the study. Warlock leggings. Oh, and the other one wasn't a gem. I guess I could put that on. I'm not going to use the skill, but I'll put it on. Warlock leggings. Oh no, that is for the research desk. Good. Then I can actually get that one. Oh, Upashi. There's a couple of guys here for iron as well. Oops. Well, hello there, Krieg. How are you, pal? Yeah, you go ahead and loot. I'll try and share iron wherever I can, I suppose. Boom! I do like the, mid-tier, mace is actually pretty good when you get the E ability for the mace. That's a lot of stuff. Oh, Bright Archer's here. Oh god, if we can lead Krieg and the Bright Archer to each other, that'll be amazing. If we can get Krieg and the Bright Archer at each other's throats. Which I think they might be, because Krieg was heading this way too. Yep, there it is. Yes! We're gonna get a Krieg Meredith face-off, which is a good way to steal both of their V-Bloods. It's a great way to get both their V-Bloods by making them face each other off and then destroying the winner. They're kind of perfectly geared to, take each other out. So you never really know who exactly is going to win the fight, but usually they'll come out very weak, and so you could just finish that one off too. It's kind of hilarious when you can get them to fight each other.
An intruder, huh? Guess I have to handle this myself.
Oh, there goes.
Challenging me is a poor strategy.
No. No. Don't you do that without me. Jesus. Okay. But I already had her. I need Krieg. Oh, no. I got no chance with Krieg. None. Krieg fully healed. I'm out. The other player just pieced out and Krieg fully healed. I'm leaving. Like, I got no chance. If you can lead Meredith and Krieg to fight each other, then you can take them down. You can take both of them down, which is great. But that other player was just not interested in, like, doing it the way that I like to do it. Like, instead of taking the fight to Krieg when he was down at, like, half or even lower health, the other player just went straight for the bite on Meredith. And it's like, well, have to do it then. And then Krieg went and healed himself up while we weren't fighting. Let's go ahead and bring you back, because you're almost certainly dead, facing off against Krieg alone.
Lucky me. A new decoration for the front gate just walked in.
I do like that ability. That one's nice. Nope, he was aiming for me. I saw that. There we go. Yeah, having these iron weapons is nice for being able to take down stronger enemies, man. Because you get the second weapon skill, and having 2 weapon skills is pretty nice. Because they're up more often, there's more functionality, and having 2 weapon skills is just nice in general. Unfortunately, without Meredith around, I can't really count on getting a Krieg takedown here, which is too bad. I don't remember if Krieg offers something like really good that's super worth it to try and take him down early or not. I don't remember. It's oh, the Reapers. Yeah, Reapers are pretty nice. Reapers give you a bonus against undead enemies, which is nice. But it's not like the end-all be-all. Though I do like fighting with Reapers. Yep. I don't remember what the end game blood weapon is. I think it might be slashers? I think the sword is elementalless. I believe the sword has no element. I believe the whip is fire, so it's sort of like ignite, but because it's like the vampire killer or whatever, I believe it's technically more fire than like chaos. I know the Reaper is unholy. The pistols, I think, are chaos. Because there's like a final ultimate legendary version of each weapon that's elementally based and has special abilities. I think the one that's blood based might be the slashers, the like blood rain-esque twin blade things. Okay, looks like Upashi probably already farmed all that stuff up there. Plus, I think I've got enough iron for now, at least. Part of me would like to have the DLC with all the cool skins and the, oh, level 45. I'll go ahead and eat this one. My blood's frailed out by now. I need something.
Guess I have to handle this myself.
I kind of would like to move off of Rufus to something a little stronger. I'm not gonna sit here and deny just how lucky I was to get Rufus. That's an insanely lucky pull. To not only get a V-Blood within like 1 or 2 fights of that V-Blood, but also get a shiny version of that V-Blood that's using the same element that I'm basically using as part of my challenge run. Like, that's insanely lucky. I'm not sure that I'm going to care that much what element my V-Blood is using, though. Or my familiar is using, though. Like, the challenge run is I will only use blood magic. I didn't really know that familiars were even on this server before I came up with that challenge idea, so I don't know that I care that much if the familiar uses blood or something else. Which technically, I guess, could be seen as a little cheesy because it would give me access to another element type, sort of. Like, the familiar might occasionally apply like frost or ignite or things like that to an enemy, which I can't do using only blood magic, but I don't know that the familiar is really doing all that much that's useful anyway. Like, they're a good distraction, and that's mostly what I'm using my familiar for now, is to like distract the enemies and help sort of keep their attention rather than like, oh, he's gonna win the fight for me. It's just, that's not gonna happen. Even against generic enemies, the familiars will generally not be able to win a fight for you. But they're good to sort of tank some hits or distract the enemies. And to apply their status effect every so often, too. That's what I'm saying. I don't know that I'll care that much if I use a different elemental for familiar. Because even if it can technically apply things like unholy or no, not unholy, ignite or condemn or effects like that, I don't know that it's really going to do a whole lot that's all that useful. Nope. Weak enemies. Go ahead and unbind him for now. There we go. One more blood rose. See how we're doing here. I want these. I don't need either of those, honestly. Warlock leggings, I should check if I can do those. Nope, I already have Warlock leggings, of course. What do I want, then? I don't need any more consumables. Maybe I should start doing the armor, I guess. I've only got one thing here, and it's not a special flooring type, I doubt. So maybe I should start moving on to armor. It's not what I needed. Oh well. The Warlock leggings can go. It looks like it's just the snow flowers. Okay. There we go. Snow flowers. Beyond that, everything else can go away. Yep. Oh, that one doesn't have a location yet. Okay. There we go. Sun's coming up. Is this processing the iron now? Yeah. This is starting to process the iron now, automatically. Very nice. These aren't processing anything. Did I not pick up much stone? Maybe not. Or did it not dump to the right location? Okay, so iron definitely went there. Oh yeah, I don't have that auto dumping anywhere yet. Because I don't like the idea of running out of stone or wood, so I don't have it automatically dumping anywhere yet. I have it going into here, but that's not automatically sending. I mean, it is, but not for the basic production. What is the stone dust used in? Stone dust is used in whetstones. Okay, I don't feel like I need a lot of whetstones at the moment, so I'll hold off on that. Alright. Beyond that, I think that's pretty much everything sorted out for the mid-game. Did I have anything other than the lightning dash? No. Okay. I've already got one item on my bar that I don't want there. But I haven't been using it. That's the thing. I haven't been hitting that ult at all. So that's easy enough. But if I actually buy the lightning dash, I'm pretty sure it will full on replace this one, and I won't be able to get this one back. Because Veil of Shadows isn't actually anywhere. See, it's a Veil dash. Right? So it doesn't actually exist anywhere as a skill. Yeah. It doesn't actually exist anywhere as a skill. So if I replace it with one, I can't get it back. I need to unlock this dash before I can replace it with one. Before I can then buy the lightning dash to get rid of this stupid tag on my screen and be done with it, but not have it replace my current dash. Thick leather versus leather, it doesn't matter. Hmm. Okay. It's just sending. Okay. Do I want the sawdust to come back here at all? I kind of prefer the sawdust to go straight to... But I want the planks to go back there. And I have S1 set here, so it should send here, because this is R1, right? No, this is not R1. Interesting. I think this can be an R1. I think that can be R1 SO. S0. Because this is sending on one, and the only things it should be able to send is the sawdust from here. And then the herbs are only receiving. They're only receiving. Should I set this to S1 as well? I think that'll be fine. Because I don't think it'll bother pulling unless it has sawdust to pair it with. Whoops. So I can drop that. And then I should be able to drop the sawdust in here so that I can auto dump sawdust in there. And then I'm going to toss some of this stuff. I really don't need that much. That's enough for now. I have a lot of stone brick. Huh. And a lot of whetstones. No wonder I don't need to craft any whetstones. Like, I already have tons. I'm just going to let that despawn. Like, same here. I have so much freaking tailoring stuff, man. Like, so much hide and leather. I do like this sort of filtering system, so that I know which plant is which at a glance without having to try and remember what they look like. I do like that. Granted, there are other plants that I don't have in this group, and when I get a bigger garden, I'll do it more that way. I would like to have them... When I have a larger space for a garden, I'd like to have the planters spread out more so that I can put the flying lights above them rather than just the torches standing on the ground. Because I think the flying lights over the top sort of illuminating the patch itself with the color that fits sort of the plant that it is more interesting. Okay, yeah, so it's just pulling a little bit in. It did pull a little bit in because it's like, oh, let's do this craft. But then it's like, oh, don't have sawdust, so it stopped. Okay. I think that's good. Yeah, I think that's good. Also, my family member is back up again and heading downstairs, so I should probably check and see if they need anything. Shall I?